If you were to design the ideal suburban community, it would be near the jobs and amenities of a big city, but would also have its own history, outstanding schools, an award-winning park system, and friendly residents. Then, to add to the quality of life, find something other suburbs lack, such as its own symphony orchestra. That's what Russ Berlin and Phyllis Hamilton did back in 2003.
I had just retired from the school district, and we had had a successful program. We had a good music department at Lee Summit High School. Our community was ready for a symphony. All successful communities need to have a really highly visible arts and cultural scene.
Now in its second decade, just how good is this symphony? We asked some experts.
This is one of the best community-oriented orchestras that I'm familiar with. I think it is something like 16 of the 39 members of the string section are graduates of the Lee Summit School District, and that speaks volumes to what the school district has done to foster a really good orchestra.
How much does the city appreciate this orchestra?
It is a tremendous point of pride for us to have an orchestra for a couple of reasons. One, because our residents are able to take part, both as in the audience and as orchestra members. But in addition, some of our performers will be asked by Kansas City Symphony members, how do you get all those people in the audience? And that tells me we have an engaged community.
With the city, I am the Economic Development Communication Director, and I have a role to talk about the good news of business in Lee Summit, to talk about the economic impact that businesses have and economic development. That adds to the legitimacy, I think, of what Lee Summit provides from a creative community standpoint, that we have our own symphony, and there's such a great support for it, both financial and in attendance, that we're able to talk about when you come to Lee Summit and you want to start a business in Lee Summit, this is what we have to offer, and the symphony is certainly a big part of that.
The opportunity to come along and serve on the Lee Summit Symphony Board has been truly rewarding for me. This is the first time I've ever seen close up how a symphony works, not only in front of but behind the scenes. It's an interesting process, and the board is growing. The aspirational goals are exciting, and I feel that there are ways that a college can partner to make that a reality, to make sure that this symphony remains a part of the community's fabric for years to come. And it's only because we work together and we all understand the value of what it brings to a community like Lee Summit.
Speaking of educational partnerships, the Symphony puts a very high priority on cultivating the next generation of musicians and music lovers by offering discounted tickets to all students and free admission to 4th and 5th graders who are deciding what instrument they would like to play.
Lee Summit Symphony offers a tremendous wealth of opportunity for our students. Those who are taking music classes, voice, those who are interested in playing instruments, and being a part of a culturally vibrant, community-based symphony such as the Lee Summit Symphony. They have that opportunity to not only try out for the symphony, but to also just absorb the wonderful ambiance of the music every time there's a symphony performance. So it's an asset to our community, and our students get the benefit from attending the concerts to finding out ways they can become involved in the symphony. So it's a wonderful opportunity.
The Symphony is working hard to cultivate the next generation of classical music lovers, and there is a role for everyone who wants to help, because great communities need citizen involvement in their parks, schools, and the arts. That support comes from businesses and individuals.
St. Luke's East Hospital has been a sponsor of the Symphony now for going on 4 years. It's really a great chance to mesh up the healing that we do for people and the music, which is also soothing to most people. We believe that in a community like Lee Summit, people with musical background tend to do better in school, tend to get higher grades. And of course, we draw from the community. We hire lots of people from Lee Summit, so obviously we want the smartest we can get.
Well, I think it's part of the whole community complex. You know, we've got a great community here. We've got good government, we've got good schools, we've got good parks and recreation, and you got to have the arts as part of that. And I'm a guy that has no musical talent, but I appreciate what the arts do for a community and for individuals.
We have a wealth of musical talent in Lee Summit, and it's very important we share it with our community. We need to get more people involved, more people knowledgeable about it, and more people giving, and maybe setting up a endowment fund of some sort.
The Lee Summit Symphony is a successful organization, and not only do we take pride in it, we want to share it with you and everyone in our surrounding communities. Come to a concert and experience the sound.